And I'm gonna start drafting the reset form for that entry date. I'm gonna email it to all of you to sign.
Okay.
While Ms. Soledad does all the work. Let me start typing that.
And Ms. Armstrong, I do not have your direct email. So just FYI, okay?
Yes, no problem. I'm gonna send it to you in the chat.
Okay,
'Cause I don't want it on YouTube.
not a problem.
Good morning. This is cause number 2020-23412 in the interest of Arian Castro. Please, parties, raise your right hands to be sworn. Solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God. I can't hear you, ma'am.
You
All
need
right,
to
you're gonna need,
microphone.
okay, good. You need to get a little closer. Please state your name and your relationship to the child.
Araceli Castro, his mother.
All right, and representing the mother.
Your Honor, my name is Soledad Vaquerano and I represent Ms. Castro.
All right, and representing the father.
Attorney Michael Newton Jr.
And representing the state.
Toya Armstrong, representing the Office of the Attorney General.
All right, and what are we doing today, Ms. Armstrong?
We have the parties did a mediated settlement agreement. They're gonna prove that up on the record. I'm having Ms. Carano approve it up on the record. There were some minor changes that are gonna be made to it, so we want to get it put up on the record and then get an entry date of November 19th. Turn in the order.
All right.
That Ms.
That's-
Macarano is gonna draft.
All right, Ms. Vaquerano, go ahead.
Yes, Your Honor. I now call Ms. Araceli Castro. Ms. Castro, please give the court your name.
Araceli Castro.
And Ms. Castro, you are the mother of the child, Arian Cruz Castro?
Yes.
Okay, and the father of this child is Jose Carlos Cruz Perez?
Yes.
Okay, and you and Mr. Cruz Perez have come to an agreement through a mediated settlement agreement, correct?
Yes.
You and him have chosen or decided to be joint managing conservators of the child.
Yes.
And in that mediated settlement agreement, you are the parent who has the exclusive right to establish the residency of the child.
Yes.
And there's a geographical restriction to Harris County and contiguous county, correct?
Yes.
And you also have the exclusive right to receive child support.
Yes.
And you have the exclusive right to receive, to make decisions concerning medical, dental, and surgical treatment as to the child.
Yes.
And you also have the exclusive right to make psychiatric and psychological decisions.
Yes.
And you also have the exclusive right to make school decisions, including educational decisions, including enrollment in school, correct?
Yes.
And now you have joint rights as to the consent to marriage and enlistment, meaning that you both will have to agree, mutually agree to that. Is that correct? Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All of the rights, as far as you know, are independent rights, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, as to the possession and access, the agreement actually has a total of 4 phases to provide Mr. Castro possession and access of the child. Is that your understanding?
Yes.
And those 4 phases are enumerated within the mediated settlement agreement, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And you also agree at the time of the mediation, you agreed to child support being at the amount of $411. Is that your understanding in the mediation?
Yes.
And then we also had agreed that the cash medical support was going to be $75 a month because the child's currently on Medicaid. Was that your agreement?
Yes.
And that was to begin November 1, 2020, correct?
Yes.
Now, you understand that now we're changing that at the request of the Attorney General's office. And the recalculation will be that child support will now be at the amount of $404 per month. Is that correct?
Yes.
And that the cash medical support will be at $111 per month. Is that your understanding?
Yes.
Okay, now, you've entered into this agreement and you also have 4 injunctions as stipulated in the mediated settlement agreement, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, and do you believe that this agreement is in the best interest of your child?
Yes, I do.
Okay, and do you want this court to accept your agreement?
Yes.
Okay, no further questions for this client.
Mr. Newton, you have any questions?
No, Your Honor.
Is this your agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Armstrong, do you have any questions for the mother?
I do not, Your Honor.
Is this your agreement also?
Yes, I agree to that.
All right, who's going to submit the order?
I will draft, Judge, and circulate it, and after everybody signs it, I can e-file the same.
Okay,
So we could have the entry date for November 19th, but we may be able to get it in sooner, but
Right.
just in case, November 19th.
and the entry date is when?
November 19th?
Not later than?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Judge.
All right, mother's attorney should draft and submit written order not later than November 19th, 2020. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Your
Thank you,
Honor.
Judge.
Yes,
They will be excused?
yes, sir.